Oh my God, guys, what an experience it has been. So if you missed our post on Facebook page, you won't have seen it, but my dog Maisy, she has had 4 beautiful puppies. So that's why there was no tutorial yesterday, because I was a little bit preoccupied. And by the evening, I was just so knackered because I had been up since 4 o'clock in the morning with Maisy contracting that I just couldn't function to get on the pole. So I'm going to catch up with it today. I'm going to do the tutorial now. So I'm going to do your side pose into Genie and show you how to get a really good lock in that bottom leg, because that's what a lot of people struggle with, which is also going to help you progress into other moves. But also then I'm going to add on from your Genie is into a side straddle, because that's the move, that's the picture I've got for the poster, and a lot of you have been asking about it. So I thought while I'm in the Genie position, I'll show you how to do that as well. But before I get stuck in and show you how to do those moves, I thought you might like to see puppies. I'm not sure why, but yeah, so that's why I thought, you know, I'm sat out here with these guys. And I'll show you and tell you what's been going on if you fancy. So let me turn you around. They're just having a little bit of a nap. So Maisy, we're our babies. So we've got that. So I said 2 boys and 2 girls. So we call them by the colour of their collars. So we've got Blue here. He is the tiniest of them all, but he's growing lovely actually. He's done really well. He's feeding really well. He's put on 19 grams in the last 24 hours. And then we have Pink. She is the biggest of our pups, and she actually put on 28 grams in the last 24 hours. She can latch on, and she is holding. She loves her food, that girl. And this is Grey. Wow, I'll tell you, Grey has a voice, guys. Like, he will let you know he's around. It's so cute. So they wouldn't settle last night, and we didn't realise why to start with. But they weren't, Maisy gets too hot and they weren't warm enough. So as soon as we put a warm blanket underneath them, they were gone. But before that, he was telling us he wasn't happy. So yeah, he's definitely got a voice. Where's Purple gone? Here's Purple. Purple's going to have some love with Mum. She's doing really, really well. She's pretty average for in between, like, you know, she's not the smallest, she's not the biggest, she's just perfect. She's a good girl. So yeah, these are our babies. They are just so cute. There's Blue. Blue. So cute. That one under Maisy's paw. Let's move your paw out of the way. There we go. It's so cute. Where's Purple gone? There. And Maisy Mill. The brilliant mum she is. Yes, she is. She's a good girl. Do you need a drink, baby? Do you need a drink? Should we get you some water? Let's get you some water. Alrighty then, guys. So there we go. So that's puppies. That's what's keeping me occupied right now. So yeah, I'm gonna you know, track our journey every day with you. You can watch them grow, and I'll let you know what's been going on. So anyway, let's get stuck in. I'm going to go into the pole room, and we're going to go and do your side pose into Genie, okay? So I'm going to go in there now and set you up on the camera. So let's go. Alrighty then, guys, let's get stuck in. So we're going to have a look at your side pose into your Genie and how to get a really good lock with that bottom leg. So I'm going to show you what the move looks like and the transition looks like first. I'm going to do it from an invert, but you can do it from the floor, side climb, invert, up to you, okay? So I'll show you first. Okay, so you need to get a good look with the bottom leg, we need to think about knees wide and toes point together. If you lift the bottom leg, which a lot of people do, it's really hard to try and get under the knee. So I'm going to show you how to do a Genie from the floor, just so you understand it. So if you're not familiar or you haven't really practiced Genie before, let's just do it from the floor. So we're going to start from stand in silence part with your inside hand at shoulder height in the way. We're going to make sure that arm is straight, and I'm going to lift the inside leg, just like we do for our side climb. And then squeeze your heel towards your butt and then point your toes down, okay? So it's not up, it's pointing down. So squeeze in. I'm going to place my outside hand underneath my hook leg, but not directly, okay? So I've got a gap. So my top hand is on, my hook leg is on, and then I'm going to have my outside hand on as well. So 3 points of contact so far. I'm going to lift this leg in front. Now, if you can't lift, what you can do is you can bump the leg. in front. And I want you to push the back of the knee into the pole whilst the leg is down straight, okay? So you're gonna push, and then you're gonna point the toes together. So you're not gonna lift the leg, but you're not physically lifting. We're gonna keep pushing the back of the knee into the pole, and all I'm gonna do is think about toes towards each other. That is going to keep your knees in a good distance apart, and you'll get a better grip behind the knee, okay? So then you'll be able to move your top hand down, and as I do that, I straighten out to my bottom arm and lift at my chest. Keep squeezing, keep sliding, and then you can see if you can take your arm over your head. Then I'm going to pull back up, both hands above the top knee, and then you can step down with the bottom leg. Okay, so it's really important to push the back of the knees into the pole nice and wide, toes together, it'll make such a difference. Okay, so how are we going to do this up the pole? So if I start with, let's go for a side climb as we've done the floor bit. So let's slowly get into our side pose. Okay, should be an expert at this now. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my free top arm, my inside arm, up. Okay, so I'm actually crunching up and grabbing as high as I can. I'm then going to take my bottom hand, my bracket hand, and I'm going to place it in between my legs. From here, I can pull down with the top arm, and I'm going to sweep the bottom leg in a big circle, all the way around, until it's on the front. I'm pushing the back of the knee into the pole, just like we've just done, so the leg is down straight. Then I'm thinking about toes pointing together. Okay, does that make sense? Then you can lift your chest, slide the top hand down, and take the arm over your head. Okay? Does that make sense? So I'm really thinking about creating a big circle with the bottom leg. So my hips aren't brilliant. They don't like to open in a box split kind of position. So I prefer to have my top hand high and really try and push away with the bottom hand if you need to. But I tend to find if you just create the circle, that momentum gets the leg around a lot easier. If your top hand is too close to the bottom leg, you may find it a lot more tricky. So if you're struggling to get that bottom leg around, move the inside hand higher. Does that make sense? The other way you can do it is like a forearm grip. So even if you go from an invert, so for instance, say we didn't go into a side pose, show you what I mean. So we're here. So we could go sideways if we want, but can you see that my arm is already, my hand's already there? So if I go here, I'm going to use my bottom forearm to push into the pole as I take my leg around. Does that make sense? Then hook and top arm can come off. Okay, so it's an alternative, but I would start with just understanding and getting into your Genie first with the hand high, because it just makes it life a bit easier. Okay, so let's go from an invert, hooking, hand above. Okay, so hook, we jump, bracket hand down, side pose. From here we're going to grab, we're pulling, okay, so I'm pulling my shoulder back, I'm lifting up my chest, and then I'm going to take the bottom hand in between, I'll do a big circle, push the back of the knee into the pole, toes together, slide that top hand down, lift up the chest, okay, think about rolling the shoulders back and turning your chest up towards the ceiling, then take your arm off. If you stay in this position, and in this bent arm position, it's going to feel a little scary and you're not going to want to take off and you might start to spin. So we need to think about squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting up the chest, okay, think of it nice and tall. So this bottom arm straightens. Then you'll be able to think about taking your top hand off and over the head. Okay, grab back up, pull up, slide down. If you prefer to come out another way, that's fine too. Does that make sense? So again, if you're doing it from the floor, from a side pose, this can be a little bit more tricky because this is where you might not be able to sweep the leg around as easy. Show you what I mean. So we're going to hook here, okay? So from here, I'm having to, you might have to bend the bottom leg because if I just do a big circle, I'm going to be touching the floor, okay? So from here, I'm going to bend, push, then make sure the leg goes down straight, even if the toes touch the floor, before bringing your toes together. If you sweep your leg around and you just try and lift it on, I'll show you what I mean, you're going to get the pole behind like the upper thigh rather than behind the knee, okay? So we have to keep shifting the butt back. So from here, if you go around and then lift, you'll be in this position. Can you see the pole is no longer behind my knee? It's like up by my butt. So to get back, I'm going to straighten, sit the booty back, so you're pushing the back of the knee into the pole, then toes together, okay? So as long as you think about pushing the back of the knees in first, it will be fine, okay? You tend to get a good block. Is if you just try and lift the bottom leg. If you also use your bottom hand to be able to help you push your butt back, that'll help you as well. If the hand's too high and just relying on trying to hook, it's going to be more difficult. Does this make sense? Okay? So that's how you get into your Genie from your side pose. So once you're in your Genie position, I wanted to show you how you can get into your side straddle, okay? This one is quite a difficult move. It doesn't look as difficult, but it definitely requires a little bit more core strength. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. It doesn't matter how you get into your Genie position because you can go either from the floor, up the pole, side the pole, or invert. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it from an invert. So from here, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to think about pulling the shoulders back, lifting at the chest, taking the top hand off. I'm going to place this hand in between my legs. So I'm going through the thigh, or my back of the hands to the thigh, grabbing on. And I'm going to bring my side down, or my shoulder towards the bottom leg, okay? Once I'm in this position, I can straighten the top leg, bring your outer knee down towards your shoulder, and also straighten the leg, okay? I'm still pushing the chest forwards. Rehook, so think about lifting the leg up high, toes together to create that good lock, and then crunch back up. Okay, so that's how you get into that pose that's on my poster for these tutorials. Okay, so that's your side straddle. Again, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to go a slightly different angle, okay, so we can just got a different view. So let's go this way. So, Genie. Okay, you can go as low as you want with your Genie. You're going to make sure this outside hand is down, okay? You don't want it too close to the knee because won't have enough room to get the hand in. So down, lift, hands through, grab, head down, shoulders back, push the chest forward, straighten the inside leg, so you're pushing the thigh against the pole, bring your knee towards your other shoulder and straighten. Rehook, so think about lifting the leg high, toes together, crunching up, use your obliques, pull up and slide back down. Okay guys, does that make sense? Hopefully so. My brain's not all here today, I feel a bit lost. Lack of sleep, I think. So if you've got any questions, just give me a shout, but hopefully that helps you. And I will post your straddle hands down a little bit later, but that's today's tutorial. This was for yesterday, and I'll do today's a little bit later today. Alrighty? Alright guys, see you later.